Okay, here we are with the Volkswagen again. This Volkswagen / Audi gauge does quite a few new things, a little differently than our old gauges. So I'm going to do some quick videos to show some of the more involved steps. Not quite involved, but they could be easily understood through a video rather than just reading instructions. When you first get the gauge, what you're going to come to is, the first time you plug it in, you're going to go to this parameter screen. And, oops, I didn't want to do that. And we'll go through all the menu items until we hit parameter again. Okay, I'm going to hit both buttons. Now at this screen here is where I can change, set up the gauge, or change what's being displayed. Anything that's got a little box next to it, you can see those little boxes on the left side. Those have been selected, and those are available for viewing in normal scan mode. If I scroll down to something, now by scrolling down I'm moving the cursor. If I want to add engine load, I put the cursor next to it, hit both buttons, and now there's a little box there. If I want to remove something, do the same thing, scroll to it, hit both buttons, and the box is gone. Well, I want to see mile per hour, so I'm going to re-enable that. I don't care about engine load right now, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now you scroll through everything that's available. I'm going to go through the list. You can see what all you can choose from. You'll see a lot of enhanced things in here. Knock parameters. This car's got the DSG transmission, so you'll see down here transmission parameters. Now note that if you select transmission parameters and actually display them alongside the engine parameters, the gauge will slow down its update rate slightly because the gauge is talking to two different controllers and initializing each one during its conversation. And at the bottom you can see the analog inputs. There's two of them. So I'm going to be happy with this selection that I made. I'm going to hit both buttons until I see a closing menu, and it's going to go back to its normal scan mode. Okay, that's how you set the gauge up, and that's the first step when you first time you plug the gauge, and you must do that, otherwise it will have no parameters in its memory to scan through. And once you've have selected those, you can always go back in and make changes later.